Hello?
Hey, Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason Saulnier here. How's it going?
Hey, Jason, I'm good. How are you doing?
Right on. I'm doing really good. So you're a morning person, aren't you?
Why not? No, I get up early, yeah.
What you been up to these days? Touring heavily with Ozzy and working hard?
Yeah, we just got back from Europe about 4 or 5 days ago. Did a quick jaunt there, and then start the Ozfest coming up with Motley Crue, and we go around the world for the next 18 months, starting up here, though.
How's your website doing these days? TommyClufestis313.com. I'm sure has been
How's
getting
it
some
doing?
hits.
I have no idea. I don't really keep track, but my girl Emma, who does it in London, is a great gal, and I'm sure it's doing fine.
I've seen the new videos you posted on your website, and it's incredible, the drum solo you did at iTunes Festival. Is this a drum solo you've been doing for a little while?
No, I guess it just kind of happens. So
Spur of the moment?
whatever, there's always some kind of a structure that you kind of play with, but it's kind of spur of the moment.
Well, let me tell you, it's like a machine, just like a machine
Well,
you're
cool.
playing.
I'm glad you dig it.
Yeah, it's a really nice system you got, and then it gets the audience participation into it.
Well, I mean, that's the whole point is hopefully they dig it as opposed to go grabbing a beer or something.
Well, that's
The
true.
point is to keep them interested, so thank you.
What type of drums do you use in live?
I play sonar drums.
Any special snare drum you got lined up on that?
It's not a special snare drum. No, we're going to be putting out a signature snare drum next year, but it's a standard snare drum right now.
But you'll be coming out with a Tommy Clufetos snare drum.
They better. I think so. I think the world needs it.
Now, you've got a DVD also, drum instructional DVD. You find that doing those things, it helps the young people, develop technique a lot more than going on YouTube and finding stuff?
I'm not really interested in teaching kids technique or anything like that. For me, it's more about teaching kids a mindset and an attitude, and because anybody can learn drums on their own, but what they don't teach you is the other stuff about music. Playing music is more, to me, it's less about technically playing drums, and it's more about thinking about what you're going to do and how you're going to approach it. It's almost more like a martial artist would approach something. It's not always actually practicing as much as it is the thought of it, if that makes sense. The approach and the attitude with how you do it. And I find that more important.
Now, you've played with Ted Nugent too. Was this your big break in music?
Yes, I'd probably say it was my big break. It was my first big, huge gig. And Ted gave me my big break, and I'll always be indebted to him, and Ted was insanely awesome to me. I had the best time.
Now, you played a lot of concerts with Ted Nugent also, I take it?
Of course I played a lot of concerts. I was with him for 4 years.
Ted Nugent, let's say, what's the songs that you enjoyed a lot playing, like the classic ones?
I enjoyed playing every song with Ted Nugent. I've enjoyed playing music every song, every night, every gig of my life. It's the greatest thing ever I could ever imagine to do. So I never have a favorite night, never have a favorite gig. Everything is my favorite. Every night is my favorite.
Tommy, how's the first night ever live with Ozzy Osbourne? That should have been a big feeling also.
Yeah, it was awesome. The first actual gig I did with Ozzy, I wasn't technically in the band. It was this gig in Anaheim, California for this video game convention called BlizzCon. And I did that about 6-7 months ago. And the gig kind of spurred out of that. So that was actually a while ago. It was kind of a one-off thing. And it went amazingly well, and I was happy with what I did, and the band had a great time, and now I'm full-time in his band, so it's quite the feat for me. I'm very proud to be in his band, and I can't be more excited.
When did you learn that you've made it in Ozzy Osbourne?
They called about, I think, 3 months ago.
So after the BlizzCon festival, you've got the call, and I'm sure you're really proud of that.
Well, I was very happy to get the call, yes, because I think Ozzy is an amazing artist. He has amazing songs, and I've always wanted to play drums behind him, and here we go. It's going to be amazing.
Performing the old Black Sabbath classics, what do you think of that? Bringing that back to the catalogs.
Well, he's always done Black Sabbath songs. We're doing a couple different songs than different Black Sabbath songs that he hasn't done in his solo set in a long time. And so to play Bill Ward's stuff Bill Ward was an amazing drummer, and I approach my drumming a lot. I try to approach it a lot like Bill Ward. I think it has a lot of the same energies behind it, and in no way am I comparing myself. I just think the energy and the fire, that's what I enjoy about drumming, and that's what he had. That's why he's one of my favorite drummers, so it's a blast to play those songs.
And Let Me Hear You Scream music video, at the end where the wind is blowing so hard, is that actual wind?
That's actual wind, and we are actually on top of a building, yes.
That's an interesting...
Purposely filmed in a hurricane.
Must have been strong-powered fans.
Yes.
You were born to play tours, correct?
I think so. I hope so. I mean, I love it. It's what I've worked my whole life in order to do, and it's been an amazing career so far. I couldn't have asked for it to go any better. So, knock on wood, I hope it continues. I'm very lucky, and I enjoy what I do, and I get to make a living from it. And my motivations are still the same as when I first picked up my drumsticks. I enjoy playing drums, and I have a great time, and I put my all into it, and whatever comes out of that is all gravy. So it's been a great ride so far. I hope it continues for a long time.
You look really comfortable on that stage, and it's like you're already stamped into the Ozzy Osbourne already, and that's good.
I mean, I think I always try to fit in and play for the music, and hopefully everybody enjoys what we're doing. I'm really having a great time playing with the band. The band is so great. Gus, Blasco, and Adam, myself, and Ozzy, I think we're all having a great time, and I think we're functioning and playing great as a band. And we're all behind Ozzy to try to make it the best Ozzy show, musical, rock and roll experience that people have seen. So that's what we're doing. We're all on the same page, which makes, a band is only as strong as its weakest part, so we're trying to be a strong band.
Another thing, too, that I've noticed, with all that power hitting you're doing, like you're hitting really hard, do you break skins on stage and,
Yeah, I break stuff. I found that I don't break as much stuff as I get older. You just learn how to play. It looks like I'm pounding the shit out of them, which I am, but I used to break a lot more stuff when I was younger, I think, because you learn how to play off the drums a little better. And I'm not saying I play with any sort of finesse, but not as much as I used to be honest. But yes, I break cymbals, I break sticks, I break heads, everything breaks.
Does it break every night or like once a week?
I mean, it can be every night, yeah. Something breaks every night. But I have the world's greatest drum tech, Brent Panda Cook, and he handles everything.
Yeah, having a good drum tech usually helps a lot in those situations.
It is quite the blessing to have this guy. He's awesome.
When you guys do soundcheck in that, is it more tame than loud?
Is it more tame at soundcheck? No. I mean, you have to play the way you're going to play on stage. You don't have to jump around like a maniac if you're the bass or guitar player, but the whole point of soundcheck is to get the sound as you're going to play on stage, so you need to play at the same volume levels and intensity. But I'm sure once you get up there, hopefully it gets amped a little more because of the crowd and you're performing. But, yeah, you play with some passion. I play with passion, and fire even when I'm in my garage. I can't help it. That's just how it comes out.
Music's embedded in you, and we can see that on your videos.
It's what I do. It's the only thing I know how to do. And if you're going to do it, you might as well do it the best you can, so...
Well, Tommy, it's great talking to you, and great words of wisdoms, man. Very good.
My pleasure. Thanks so much for calling. I
it's going on.
Appreciate it so much, Jason.
All right.
All my best to you and everybody out there.
All right. You have a good summer.
All right. You too.
Thank you.
See ya.